Nowadays, everyone thinks they can make something better than the movie they just saw in theaters.
With our indie film experience, we know that it's harder than people expect.
Every little aspect, from the sound of footsteps to the dressing of a set, has an entire person, if not department, dedicated to it.
That's why we aim to set achievable goals when we film.
In this case, that meant shooting a Dexter scene for the upcoming release of the new season, Dexter Resurrection.
This film only required 2 actors. To save money, we can shoot in Andrew's home and make that our set, and we can use minimum camera movement.
Even with all of our experience and planning, we drastically underestimated this project.
We couldn't find all the materials we needed, the set kept falling apart, and we struggled to remember our lines.
But most of all, we planned far too little time for the ambitious nature of this project.
This turned into our most challenging short film yet.
We are in way over our heads.
The first part of this project was the hardest. We had to sit down and watch Dexter.
And we asked ourselves what we could use to inspire our own short.
What makes Dexter so great? Kill rooms.
This is what the kill room should look like. The inside of a big plastic bag.
So we set out to build our own kill room at home.
This meant we had to go shopping.
We went to the store to pick up ingredients for fake blood,
Saran wrap,
plastic sheeting,
costuming,
scalpel,
and the elusive microscope slide. Of course, it would be too convenient for one store to have everything we needed.
So we had to go to Walmart, Home Depot, and Hobby Lobby.
This took 3 hours and put us behind schedule from the very beginning.
I'm not wearing a watch.
That's probably why we were late.
I knew you really liked serial killers. I knew that would draw you in.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
At this point, we went back to the house after 3 hours of shopping, already behind schedule.
While I started hanging the plastic sheeting to make the room look sterile and creepy, Andrew started on the script.
I wrote a draft. We read it. It needed some work. So I wrote another draft, and we read it.
And we still didn't like it.
We wrote a couple more drafts, and we hated it a bit less, and we decided that we were out of time.
We finished hanging the sheets, and then we wrapped the table and put it in the center of the room.
We set up all of our props, and we went on to lighting the scene. We used a black tarp to block outside lighting, so we could control the visuals with our own equipment.
We used the spotlight with a blinds design to cast light into the room.
We wanted the scene to feel moody and dark, but with realistic motivation for the light source.
We wanted to focus on lighting the scene rather than just lighting the subject. Take this scene from Dexter. The secondary character isn't very well lit, but it feels natural in the room based off of where the lights are coming from. This is an example of lighting motivation, where the cinematographer takes into account where light would actually be coming from in the scene naturally. Take this shot for an example. We know from a wide that there's a hanging light overhead. We know that there's a window behind the character that's casting the light on the background. Even though these lights are coming from natural resources, we still have complete control over them. The outside light is a spotlight that we're using to control the intensity and the color. The overhead light has an RGB light bulb in it, so we can control the color and the intensity.
When all of that was done, we had used another considerable chunk of our time, and it was already 8:30 p.m. at night by the time we decided to start filming the actual project. That's not pre-production, baby.
You know what time it is now?
What time?
It's time for you to get dressed.
Time for our other star to get dressed too. I'm just gonna go ahead and place a quick call to our director, to our sound guy, to our camera operator, and get them all into the scene to help us out.
So I'm very excited to meet our crew.
There is no crew.
I think it's us.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I.
This is gonna be a long night.
Aaron saran wrapped me to the table.
Which means now I'm in charge of filming the short, feeding Andrew his lines, reading my lines, making sure that we have the vlog filming,
and making the fake blood, and responsible for continuity. That's actually when we ran into our biggest problem yet.
I don't know my lines. What is it there? That happens, you say your line.
Which is?
I forget my next part.
What is my next line?
We did not know our script at all.
After all these delays, we made the difficult decision to finish shooting another day.
I cut Andrew out, and we planned to shoot again on the upcoming Friday. Day 2 was off to a very optimistic start. When I showed up at Andrew's, he was very enthusiastic about filming.
I feel sick,
He was sick.
and I can only imagine the uncomfortability when I get saran wrapped to a table and can no longer use my arms or hands and have to put my head back and let the sinuses just drain.
How can we make Day 2 easier?
Better planning.
Spot that needs the most planning is our lines.
So we read our lines again
And again.
and again. Until we knew them about 10% better. With a few extra days before our next shooting date, we were able to reach out again. Unfortunately, we could only get one more person to help us, but it was
Andrew's mom.
we have friends.
Next, it was time to tie Andrew to the table. He was tied to the table for 3 hours on the first day.
My butt's hurting just thinking about it. With the extra help, we could streamline the process a lot more.
I was able to set up the camera and then focus on my acting since we had Andrew's mom helping us with our lines.
We finally wrapped up all of our lines by 10:30 p.m. We packed up our stuff and went home.
But we're still not done. Now it's time for the editing.
Bring it back.
Little throwback.
Bring it back. Aaron started by making the rough cut of the film.
And then we level the audio and add music, and then color grading. And this is where the film comes to life.
Aaron started by making the rough cut of the film.
And then we level the audio and add music. The last step is color grading.
Which is actually the most exciting. This editing process takes a rough collection of shots and turns it into the finished project. An actual short film.
Movie. After all our time and effort, the only thing left to do is present our finished film.
A Dexter short film, Killer of Killers.
Action.
Hello? Anybody there? I need help.
Don't embarrass yourself.
Somebody there? Please, you gotta help me.
You know what this is.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Where am I?
You're on the other side of things now.
Please, I have no idea what you mean. I don't know what you're talking about. Look, buddy, there's a wallet around here somewhere, my wallet. There's pictures in there. I have a wife, kids. I have a family.
I'm not interested.
Whoever you think I am. I don't know who it is, but I'm not whoever you think I am.
No. I fear you're not who everyone else thinks you are. Is this what the women tried telling you?
What?
Did it work for them?
Oh, okay. I get it. You're sick. You can cut me out of here. I'll take you back to whatever insane asylum you escaped from, you freak!
There it is. We're getting closer.
What does that mean?
Getting closer to the real you.
What are you doing? What? Just let me go, okay? I don't know what you mean about women. What women?
I said not to embarrass yourself.
You don't have to do this.
Wrong again?
No, seriously, you don't have to do this. I understand the urge. I really do. But you can change. We can change. We can be better. You just have to let me go first. We can be good.
That's the difference between me and you. When I kill, I am doing good.
Who decides that exactly, huh? You?
Very simple, Brian. When you kill, more people die. When I kill, less people die.
No. We're the same. The same. I wish you would. You're nothing alike. Look at what you've done. Look! You're an untrained animal. At least I'm housebroken. When I get out of here, you don't learn. Oh, no. Fine, okay. Here we go. Oh. I killed them, okay? You happy? Is that what you want to hear? Killed who? The girls, the women. How'd you kill them? I strangled them. Why? Why what? No. Why? You don't have to do that. They were cheaters, okay? Oh. They cheated? Yeah, like they cheated on their husbands. Oh. I guess someone probably cheated on you once, huh? What? Well, that's all you had to say. Really? Yeah, I didn't know you had a good reason. Maybe we're more alike than I thought. Oh my gosh. Thank God. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no. Hey. You fell for that? Fell for.
Now we get to the important difference between us. I'm on the right side of the knife.
If you like this behind the scenes video of how we made this short film, be sure to check out our other videos like it.
And make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next one.